Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nee. Today, I am going to be doing a quick transmission, really just to Thanksgiving, and kind of the energies everyone's dealing with in the collective and personally on this holiday. I wanted to make this video because this particular holiday carries a lot of really dense energy for a lot of people. And if you're a light worker, you're probably going to be aware of the density of this energy and you're going to be affected by it. Shout out to my friend Lisa, who brought it to my attention that it is very dense energy around Thanksgiving and the holidays. Lisa, for letting me know so I could make this video for you guys. Lisa will be as a guest on my other channel, which is the Cosmic Conversations podcast. So look out for that video coming up very soon. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why that is, what's actually going on, and then I wanted to do an energetic transmission to help you guys transmute some of that energy. Okay, so let's see. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the collective charge. So what makes this energy really dense right now? One is you have things like family dynamics that you are trying to navigate. Also, the entire collective is trying to navigate those things too. So it's not easy, even if people aren't on the awakening journey, they're still being put into these dynamics that are not very healthy. And that can be very triggering. It can be destabilizing for a lot of people. Just even leading up to the holidays can be a stressful time. A lot of people in the collective tend to feel that. People will be triggered emotionally. There's also like seasonal fatigue. That's especially true in like the Northeast where I am. It's not the best time to be here. It gets dark at like 4 in the afternoon, and it's cold. Everyone's kind of in hibernation mode. So the energy is just overall very low right now. We also have all the stuff going on with the geomagnetic storms, which is also going to trigger people to release emotional baggage, things like that. And unfortunately, if you are a highly sensitive person, you will be feeling this more than the average person. So, why does this energy feel intense during Thanksgiving? Well, one, the holidays tend to bring out a lot of unresolved family patterns to the surface. You have your dynamics with your extended family, people like that. It can be very difficult for people on the spiritual path because now you're stuck in a room with a lot of people that you probably need to distance yourself from. And a lot of times you can't really get away from that. So it can be stressful leading up to the event, and you might have to go through a few days of detox afterwards. Okay, so there's also a lot of stuff going on in the collective. So if, like I said, if you're a light worker, you're going to be feeling a lot of stuff going on in the collective. So that's just the emotional weight of the holidays. There can be a lot of pressure. There's different expectations, things of that nature that will cause people to really have some really intense experiences during this time. You know, also I've noticed, that the energetic sensitivity increases towards the end of the year. So as we approach the end of the year, there's a lot of there's that energy of wrapping up old cycles. A lot of different things are going on. There's a bunch of active portals. So it's a very tough time for people who are energetically sensitive. Even if you're not energetically sensitive, it's just a stressful time. If you're on this awakening path, if you're on the spiritual path, then you are letting go of a lot of different roles that don't really fit you anymore. And when you're thrown back into a family dynamic, people are going to be projecting all those roles back onto you. So when you combine all these things together, it can be a really dense, very challenging energy to be in. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the astrological and energetic weather. So late November energy, like we're just out of Scorpio season, heading into Sagittarius season. So we still have a lot of that scorpionic energy, which is really deeply emotional, very transformative, but also very turbulent and very challenging. And so that energy is still lingering a little bit. But this is also a time of heightened intuition. So if you're an empath during this time, it's just a very challenging time to be in. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or you're becoming much more aware of how dense this energy is, then you're not alone. Typically, during this time of the year, with all these different things going on, is a time when you need your own space and you would be seeking solitude. But it's also the time where some of us out there have these family obligations, which require us to not have that time for ourselves. Compounding all that together makes this a very challenging time for anyone who is sensitive. So I just had a few notes on how to navigate the energies consciously. Um, One is just remember to breathe. Everything's going to be okay. it's not easy to navigate social dynamics and karmic relationships when all those are kind of thrust in your face all at once, right? Give yourself a little bit of grace as you're navigating this because a lot of the collective right now is also navigating these same issues, which is why we're feeling them more. This is also a time that's really going to test your boundaries. There's going to be people that you're going to have to deal with that you don't necessarily want to be in the same room with, and they're all going to be projecting their things onto you. So practice your energetic boundaries. It's okay to walk away from certain people at times. You know, take your space if you need it, cut cords if necessary, and try not to react, try not to get sucked into people's dramas. Some people in our lives are meant to trigger us. It's not fun, but sometimes we need it to grow. But it's also okay to just step away from those situations. I know a lot of us following a spiritual path on the awakening path are probably also not going to spend time with family. Today, when most of my family went out to the neighbors. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay in. I told them straight up, like, hey, I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to film a video or something like that. And that's what I did, So it's also okay to just completely remove yourself from the situation if you can. And that's totally valid. And that's just a way of honoring your own path. So never feel like you have to do something because you feel like it's an obligation. Also realize that, like, you being alone, having that alone time doesn't mean that you're actually lonely. It means you're taking the time for yourself to restore your energy. So make sure you take the time to do that. Now that we've gotten through all that, what I'm going to do now is a quick energy clearing. I'm going to do a quick energetic transmission now to help you whenever you're going to watch this video. It's probably going to be later Thanksgiving night, or it's going to be a couple days after Thanksgiving, where you're still processing some of the energy from the holiday. So, what I'm going to help you do is kind of a little bit of cord cutting, energetic rebalancing, calling your energy back to yourself, and basically just using the energies of whatever wants to come through for your highest good to navigate some of these energies and help you restore balance within your own being. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm an energy healer. I make a lot of these videos that have a lot of energetic transmissions in them. So in order to receive the transmission, all you have to do is nod or say yes in your mind and just give me permission to access your field. And all this work is going to be done for your highest good. So if you're ready, just sit back, relax, and allow the energy to come in. And I'm going to be connecting to your energy now and sending this energy to you. So first, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the cords between you and anyone that you've encountered over the last couple days that has been draining your energy or is causing some type of disturbance in your field. So we're just going to cut those cords now, and we're just going to let them go. We're basically cutting cords with anything, any people or experiences that don't serve your highest good. Good. And now we're just going to start to bring some of your energetic field into alignment. Okay, connecting your heart space down through your lower chakras into the earth and using the energy of the earth to stabilize your field. And we're going to call in the violet flame through Saint Germain, and this is going to cleanse and clarify your field and remove any obstacles or discordant frequencies, and just bringing and transmuting anything that doesn't belong, and just bringing your field back into balance. So just take a few deep breaths as this energy is working through your field. Okay. And Ascended Master Jesus is now coming through with an activation for your heart space, removing any residue of grief or or any triggering events that may have happened over the last couple days that are causing your your energetic field to be out of balance. We're just sending some energy through there now. And just breathing and allowing that energy to come through your field. And I'm just holding the field open now, sending energy for whatever best serves you right now. Everyone's going to be different, so you're all going to receive. You're just going to receive whatever whatever is in your highest good right now. Good. Okay, and we're just going to wrap up the transmission now. So be it, so it is, and thank you all for joining me today. I hope you found that transmission healing and restorative. And feel free to watch that again if you need some more healing or realignment, as this is a pretty activating time right now. So, thank you all for joining me, and that is all I had for you today. If you're interested in any of my services, the links are in the description below. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like this content, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.